Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? I love this deck. It is so beautiful. I have renamed it the Ezra deck because it reminds me of a close client and friend, just their vitality, their exuberance, and I adore this. So let's look at this all together. And I'm really excited because yesterday Frank did all these fabulous origamis and I'm like, it literally matches these decks and these colors and origami. I don't know why, it makes me so happy. It's almost like sand castles. The temporary delicacy of paper I just think is so amazing, and I just absolutely adore it. So when we have peace and new world and independence together, it's so wonderful. Let's focus for a moment on this new world. This is something that you can create mentally within your visage of how you want to incorporate change, how you want to look forward to life, get enthusiastic about things, be creative. Really, that dry erase board is so there for you to be filled up. Do not pressurize yourself. So many people listen to outside influences like relatives. Oh, you should be married, have children, blah, 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 blah. Why don't you, blah, blah, blah. And it is our own pace, our own way, our own path, however we want. What do we imagine is in it that makes it beautiful and bright? Is it travel? Is it really looking after ourselves emotionally and physically? Is it talking to good high vibrational people? First, all we really need to do is identify what exists in this new realm and world for us to thrive and feel wonderful, to move forward. For me, it's this first card. Absolutely, it's peace. And peace is devoid of chasing time, chasing finance, chasing anything. It is flow state. It is happy contentment where we are, how we got there, and how we're going to proceed. Grace and quietude and reflection and want of nothing. Because it's funny how sometimes when I just look around, I'm like, I need not only zero, but I need to accumulate less, and I need to rid myself of some excess. Because as a consumer, when I see bright, shiny, fun things and decks and wonderful things, I want to consume them. But I have peace when I have space and I have clarity and I have room to move and work and operate. And you're going to be bringing this in this phase for yourself by identifying what it is exactly that gives you peace. For me, it's riding my bike around the park. I have this wonderful electric bike that I love. I can coast and not, exert, overage of energy that makes me sweaty and tired. I can just kind of like have the bike do the work, and I can watch the kids play and the birds. Yesterday I was riding in between all these geese, and they're so funny how they're like reticent to get out of the way. They're like, but I just want to be on the bike path. And it's just so fun and beautiful and invigorating. What brings peace to your life? Music, gorgeous classical music, sketching, painting, reverie, looking up old photo albums, whatever it is that brings you peace. It's funny that there was a photograph of this bridge because some of my most poignant snapshots in my head are of bridges. They represent so much to me, and when they're over water, it's just this what's over there, an adventure. And then at the same time, if water is traveling underneath it, it is that clarity and clearance of any of those skeletons rattling around in our head. We just release. It's like none of this woulda, shoulda, couldas, none of this regret, none of this, all this stuff. It's just what is on the other side of that bridge. What is my new lease on life? What is this new world? What am I going to discover, and how wonderful it's going to be? And I love this color combination so much. The gold with the purples. Oh, it's so wonderful. And I think this is supposed to be the Eiffel Tower. It looks like it. But whatever it is like beckoning, right? Like, come to me, come enjoy life. Come and research and find out what there is to be found out here. Which brings us to independence. You have what it takes to do what you need by yourself. Your mind is going to cultivate the ideas, which are going to cultivate the revenue streams, which is going to cultivate the new work and connections and collaborative efforts, and the light and the path that you need to feel like, I can do this. I have wonderful friends and family, but when I need to assert myself in any direction and boss up, I can also do that. I'm ready, I'm prepared, and I'm willing to progress with this. And also within this new world is this vibrancy of listening to our soul and listening to our highest vibrational self, which says, of course you can do this and have this. Think whatever you want and then progress forward. Like I remember first when I was reticent of writing in some of my scenarios for here's the scenario, I was like, oh, what if, it was a woulda, shoulda, coulda. What if they think it's silly? What if, because sometimes we'll have guests on there that are like, there were these two fellows, Tommy and this other guy, and they were like, what are your Patreon 6 years old? Because some of them are pretty funny. And I was like, you're curious and you love this, and who cares? It's all silly and fun anyway, and that's what the premise is, so go for it. And each time that I've sent them in, they've read not only my scenarios, but they've read them first, and they've been really well received. And it just makes me really happy to anybody that has a good sense of humor, and comedians especially, I think, are wonderful people. They will go out there, they are so ready to face the immediate music of being well received or not being well received. It's so brave, it's so amazing. And I love writing jokes and being goofy and playful and observational humor and things like that. And that's the new world. That's where it's like, I am going to go to the comedy clubs, and I get invited to the green room, and it blows my mind. And I, like, just the other night I went and I got to talk to a new set of comedians, as well as one of my wonderful internet friends that I chatted with and established a fun rapport with. And he's like, come see Frank and everybody. And it was so wonderful. And that was sort of that new world of, I'm not afraid, and I am going to put myself out there, and I will talk to people and all of that. And that's what you're going to be doing. And it's also a sense of independence where we have that one little thing, right? We have that one little conclave of fun and knowledge and connections that is also our own. We don't have to share everything with family, spouse. We can have our own fun, independent, outwardly enthusiastic moments with others, and really, really give ourselves fun, spontaneous moments in life. That's the new world. But also retrieving this peace by knowing we are deserving of it, right? Like, hey, protecting our peace. You stay over there, you seem a little hostile or volatile. I want calm and coolness in my life. So my beauties, that is what you were meant to hear today. I hope you all have a great day. Love and light.